championship in Slovenia. Just a terrific performance there for Parker.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Paul. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Outside, Green. Parker outside. Duncan with the screen for Parker. On the left block. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
France has really produced some quality NBA players. You think about Boris Diaw, Nick Batum. Batum actually carried France in that title game against Lithuania.
Intercepted. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
And for Boris Diaw and Parker, they grew up together, and they'd won a gold medal together in the U18 European Championships.
And for 13 years, they've tried to get that second gold medal. But I'll tell you, the quality of play around the world, Kevin, just continues to get tougher and tougher. And France definitely in that upper echelon. A lot of people thought that Danny Green would build on his play from the 2013 playoffs last season, but it was marred by injuries and underwhelming performances from him. Definitely not what he or Spurs fans were hoping for.
Boris Diaw's checked in for the Spurs. Ginobili comes in for Kawhi Leonard.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And Danny Green last season, a dip in his field goal and three-point percentage club.
You know, he hit a slump around the middle of the season, but he finished strong. Still a highly efficient scorer in their offense.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for the Spurs. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Crawford's checked in. Griffin a screen on Ginobili. Just 5 on the clock. Crawford, no one around him. Releases from the wing and drills it. And the Clippers lead by 5. Parker outside. Diaw, the screen. There's the pick. Parker drives in. San Antonio again missing. Clippers leading by 5. Dishes it to Redick. Crawford outside. Griffin sets the screen for Crawford. Kicks it out to Paul. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
Duncan with the screen for Ginobili. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
Well, you know, he's not a guy that's just going to settle for pulling up. When he has an opportunity, he's going to take it strong to the hoop.
Now here's Crawford. Griffin sets the screen for Crawford. Here's Paul. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
You know, he was smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Agreed. As long as he picks his spots, his outside shot will be hard to block, no matter who's on it.
Parker dishes to Diaw. No good on the triple. Clippers leading by 8. Paul outside. Griffin a screen on Parker. Redick is in the corner. Crawford outside. Kicks it to Paul. Pulls it from the elbow. It's hauled in by Duncan. Duncan's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And it's good.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Paul goes in. Feeds it to Reddick. A three-pointer off the mark.
Really good performance so far on the boards for this club.
Boy, I like the way they've done a great job carving out space under the basket when the shots have gone up.
He got right to the cup using that screen. That's now 8 points for Parker.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical, be more aggressive.
I agree, Clark, but it doesn't look like they have the will to do that at this moment.
Crawford kicks to Paul. Here's Reddick. Crawford outside. The pass to Griffin. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Super defensive play. I mean, if that pass gets through, it's probably 2 points.
And he knew that. He knew if it gets through, it's a score, so that's why he sold out for it and got a hand on it.
Mills, he's checked in for Tony Parker. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Barnes, he's checked in for J.J. Reddick. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Now, here's Diaw. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got his fourth rebound in this one. There's the steal. Here's Ginobili. And so the first quarter is in the books. Clippers ahead, up by 6. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. And Steve and Clark and I are refreshed and ready to go here as well. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
And a good start for this club. I like the way they played together, really moved the ball and did a nice job offensively.
Yeah, excellent ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard, too.
Clippers leading by 6. And a moment now to reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for San Antonio, Mills and Manu at the guards. Boris Diaw is out there with Jeff Ayers, and it's Bellinelli in at the 3 spot. 3 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Excellent use of the screen that time. Crawford's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Clippers. And Mills kicks to Ginobili. That one goes. Count it. Ginobili's got 6.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
It's Crawford with the drive. Jordan kicks to Barnes. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Passes it to Griffin.
You know, it's interesting to look at the relationship between Blake Griffin and Chris Paul. Blake, the unquestioned top dog until CP3 arrived 3 seasons ago, and Paul, of course, such a vocal leader. I think it's taken them some time to find the balance in that dynamic.
And Griffin, you know, not quite as outspoken, doesn't get into teammates like Chris Paul does, but he is becoming more of a vocal leader, and that's a process, guys. It doesn't happen right away. He may focus more on encouragement rather than giving marching orders like CP3, but he is embracing that leadership role, which is a good sign.
And Dak Rivers said coming in, one of his goals was to help Griffin really solidify his standing. as one of the league superstars along with CP3, with the emphasis certainly on defense.
Well, and I think Doc has accomplished that, and Griffin has accomplished that. He's gotten much better in terms of his offensive weapons, his defensive awareness, just his command of a double team when he sees that. And Griffin has become a true superstar, no doubt about it.
Here's Mills, looking for his first basket still in this one. That's a 2 from Bellinelli, and the shot is long.
Not much of a pick there. Unless you're going to get a body on somebody, you're really not going to free anybody up for a shot.
They set the pick. Rivers passes to Turkoglu. He dishes it to Rivers. Top of the key. And he hits the jump shot. And the Clippers lead by 9.
Those are what we call confidence building blocks.
Pass to Diaw. He kicks it to Bellinelli. Diaw, the screen. It's Ginobili with the drive. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Clippers.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And I think another key will be, can they continue to knock down that mid-range shot? They've been very good here early.
And that one misses. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Bellinelli. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Glenn Davis is checked in for Blake Griffin. And he sinks the second.
Well, for Tim Duncan and the Spurs, an incredible legacy of dominance. In his 17 years in the league, the Spurs have never won less than 61% of their games. Not to mention, of course, 5 finals appearances and 4 NBA championships.
Here's Hawes. Again, Los Angeles.
They've had the hotter hand in the first half so far, no question.
Yeah, it's because of all the high percentage shots they've been working for and getting.
Leonard with the screen on Rivers. Diaw, the screen. From the stripe. Mills can't hit.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert it. He's got to take that every time.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris.
Gentlemen, as you know, Kawhi Leonard is not one to boast. Coach Popovich is similar, but he doesn't mince words about Kawhi, saying he's phenomenal. He's improved quicker than any player we've ever had because he wants to be great. As time goes on, he's going to take over as the star of the show. Kevin, with a Finals MVP to his credit, we're already seeing signs.
You said it, Doris. Thank you. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Crawford with the ball. Picked up by Ginobili. Here's Turkoglu. Shot is blocked. And now the fast break, Ginobili with the ball. Again, Leonard missing. Clippers leading by 10. Here's Rivers. Davis setting the pick for Rivers. Turkoglu outside. The 3. No good. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
San Antonio calls timeout.
He has to be concerned with all the missed shots. I mean, it happens to every team, but you have to find a way to keep being productive even when you go through a shooting drought.
He might be trying to tell them to get to the free throw line. You know, all teams go cold at points during the game, but the good teams still find ways to score.